Good evening, welcome to the Zwift Run Channel. My name is Clive Finnimore and tonight we are running stage 4 of the Tour de Zwift. How are you all? It is Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night. Just setting up, let's get the treadmill moving. Just making sure we are moving. Going to run at 10 kilometers per hour, which will put us in to 10k in 1 hour. Good evening, Vidar. How are you, buddy? Thank you for popping in. This is stage 4. Hopefully I will unlock the beanie tonight. I missed stage 2. We did stage 1, stage 3. In stage 3, Tina and Sebastian both unlocked the green beanie. And it didn't unlock for me, so I'm guessing you have to run 2 events or 3 events. We'll see what happens. Good evening, Tina. Are you in the run, Tina? Vidar's doing good. Good to hear, buddy. Take care of yourself. Yes, so it's a nice steady hour for me tonight. 10 kilometers per hour. Keep the legs ticking over. Nothing too nuts tonight. Need the distance. Good evening, Sebastian. I believe, Sebastian, are you running at 6 o'clock on my whoosh? I've seen it set up ready for 6 o'clock tonight. I've had to go for stage 4 because this is the only time this week I'm going to get a chance to run this event this week, because tomorrow we will be doing the marathon training at 6:30, which will be an hour and 30-minute run. Saturday I'll be at Park Run, so I'll be knackered on Saturday. And Sunday I'll be on my whoosh at 12 PM UK time, so this is my last chance to do stage 4 this week. Yep, Sebastian will be live streaming 5k on the my whoosh here on the Zwift Run Channel at 6 PM UK time. Tina says she's a bit tired tonight, so she'll probably run this event tomorrow instead of the marathon training. Good evening, Lee Bates. How are you? Lee Bates says, hi Clive, I hope you are well. Sorry I can't run with you guys as I'm running with my club tonight. Have a good run, everyone. Thank you, Lee. Have a good run outside. Still daylight here. Weather here actually in Cornwall today has been really good, nice and sunny. Surprisingly, no wind. The wind has finally blown away. Sebastian just let me, it looks like Stephen is streaming tonight. So Stephen Cousins looks like he will be live streaming the My Whoosh at 6 PM. Not sure, don't think he will be running it, but it looks like he's streaming it. And Sebastian's going to join him. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I've got to be off by 6 because I've got to cook the dinner. I'm under strict instructions. So this earlier run's fitted in well for me tonight. Tina's just confirming that Stephen is streaming tonight but not running. So it's going to be feeling a little bit tired tonight after last night's spring marathon training. It was 90 seconds on, 90 seconds off last night. Quite a tough one. And then we finished that at about 6 kilometres, and I decided to run on to 10 to round it off for the day. I've been at work today. We did a little bit of painting. I also moved 1.5 tons of wood pellets, which I had to 15k bags, one at a time. Had to transport them onto the back of the ride-on lawnmower tractor trailer, drive it down the bottom of the garden and unload them and make a big stack. So my arms feel about a foot longer than normal tonight. I am feeling a bit tired. It was quite hard to get motivated to do this tonight. Fixed a bed. I fixed a motorised bed as well. It didn't collapse on me. It's always a bonus, isn't it? So 500 metres done, 9.5 to go. Tonight, the t-shirt of choice, or should I say the t-shirt that was at the top of the pile, here in the Zwift Run Channel, here in the Cornish Zwift Garage, is my 2021 London Marathon t-shirt, which I got from doing it virtually, as I have not been lucky enough yet to get a place. I enter the London Marathon ballot every year, but the last 5 years haven't got a place yet. So a couple times I have done the virtual version and run a marathon length trail route around my local area. Ooh! Tina's been out and done some gardening in the garden today, so she's had nice weather as well today by the sounds of things. It was heavenly, she says. I'm yet to get out of my garden yet this year. There's a lot of fallen debris down there needs picking up. However, at work today, I managed to get a couple hours outdoors when I was transporting the wood pellets. Had a little bonfire down the bottom of the garden at work. Burn up some of the fallen debris from the recent storms we've had. So there's quite a few here in this run tonight. I think there was about 30 runners in tonight's stage 4. Nobody I recognise there from our usual gang, our usual Zwift troopers that we run with. Leah says, love that, Tina. Can't wait to get out in the garden. Same here, Leah, says Sebastian. There's so much to do, says Tina, so much to do. Yes, I've got lots of debris to pick up in my own garden. Got the first cut of the year, the grass. That'll be coming sometime in February or March. Fire up the old lawnmower, make sure it still works. I've still got a bit of tree. I've got to say the right word now, Tina. I'm not a bird preening my feathers, am I? I've still got a lot of pruning to do on the trees and the shrubs. They're all looking a bit spindly at the moment. We don't want them getting out of control. The old apple trees are looking a bit overgrown. Could do with a bit of a haircut. Oh, this is to film MyRun 500 route, I think. Going up this hill. My brother's going to be coming round soon with a bunch of new apple trees that he's grown that are in pots. A few are bare rooted because they're too big to put in the car, in the pot. So he's decided to donate them to me, and I've got to plant them somewhere in my garden. Not quite sure how many he's bringing, but unfortunately I can't plant them in the paddock because that's where Brutus the giant tortoise lives. And apple seeds are like cyanide to tortoises if they eat too many. So I can't put them in there because he'll end up eating all the apples that fall. Tina said Stephen would tune out at this point because we're talking gardens. Just like when Tina tunes out when we all start talking bits per minute, broadband speeds. Good evening, Paul Hayward. Paul Hayward's just joined the run. There he is, yep. Hello, Paul. Well done, buddy. Paul's jumped into stage 4 Tour de Zwift. Feel free to talk gardens amongst yourselves. I like a bit of gardening, but don't really know what I'm doing. I try and keep the trees and hedges tidy and the grass cut. Paul's just gone straight from the car to the treadmill, fully dressed in his work clothes. I've done that before, Paul. When I used to work from home and I was working locally and we used to do the MHG runs at lunchtime, I used to basically jump out the car straight on the treadmill in my work clothes. Both Sebastian and Lee say hello, Paul. Hopefully the treadmill behaves itself tonight. It's not squeaking yet, but the belt feels like it's sticking a little bit. I personally think it's possibly garage dust, because a couple of weeks back I was cutting floor tiles in my garage, the other side of this wall behind me, and it was like a snowstorm out there. But I didn't think it got in here. I can't see any like surface dust, but it's just funny how I created all that dry dust a couple of weeks ago, and now the treadmill belt's sticking. Hopefully it will clear. It happened before in my old garage for a bit. So tomorrow night it's the old spring marathon training, medium to long run at 6:30 PM UK time. We get about 13 kilometres in, something like that, running at 9 kilometres per hour, keeping it nice and steady. You see, I can get away with it tomorrow because between 6:30 and 8:30, my wife runs a drama group, so she's not here. So it's not affecting dinner time. It's not affecting time watching telly or anything like that. So tomorrow it can officially be a crafty run because it's not known about. Just like Tina's crafty running shoes that her husband doesn't know about. Sebastian says, looking good, the spanner next to his name. Feeling more a DIY. Is that DIY? Because of the spanner. When you level up, you get a hammer. And maybe even a chisel. Tina says yesterday, for the first time in over a week, her treadmill didn't trip the electrics. It's weird. It's weird not falling off the treadmill whilst running, isn't it, Tina? Well, hopefully this belt clears soon. I can feel it. It's just like there's a slight delay there sometimes when I put my foot down. And the rollers, I can hear the rollers going. I haven't heard that before. It just everything sounds very dry. But you're not supposed to maintain these TechnoGyms, so what do? Do you do something, or do you just keep running and hope it goes away? Tina says her TV came on straight away as well tonight. No technical issues for Tina. Tina seems to think it's possibly all the storms we've had recently, with all the lights flicking and the electric tripping, with all the trees touching the power cables. We had a few light flickers a few days ago. We thought we were going to have another power cut, but we didn't. Touch plastic. Good evening, Anthony Anderson. Anthony says, evening everyone. Just over 2 kilometers done here. Just under 8 to go. I think I'm going to have to run slightly to the left of the center of the treadmill. See if that helps it. It's manageable at this speed, but when we do the fast speeds, it's a bit more scary. Starting to get dark outside now. Time here is 5:15, 5:15 p.m. UK time, and the light is fading. It's still daylight outside, but it's fading. So the days seem to be getting longer. Because I only remember a week or so ago, at 5 o'clock it would be pitch black. So spring is on the way, Tina. Get out in your garden and get ready. Anthony's asking if we've reached the snow yet. I don't think so. I can't see any yet, Anthony. Still nice and green in game. Tina's saying, to be honest, Clive, I don't think the tile dust will go away without some maintenance of some sort. I think that is it, Tina. But can I be bothered? I'm secretly hoping it goes away on its own. Sebastian says, it's dark there in Germany since an hour ago. So Sebastian is further east than me, and the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So as I'm further west than him, I'm obviously a little bit closer to the sun. A bit further around the globe. Even in Worthing, where Stephen is sometimes, when he's streaming, it looks dark in the background where he is, when it's still light here. And he's about 5 hour drive away, 6 hour drive away. So I hope everyone's had a good day today, at work, at home, whatever you've been up to. It's been alright, nice steady day at work today. Managed to not burn myself in the boiler. Always a bonus. Thank you, Tina. Tina says Sebastian's also an hour ahead of us. So in Germany at the moment it must be 18 minutes past 6. Little bit of a sticking belt there. I'm just coming to the left slightly and moving forwards. Let's see if we change position on the treadmill. Just got to be careful not to stand on the side rail, because then I will fly off. So here we go then, quick check of the stats. Heart rate 133, steps per minute 175. Temperature in the corner Zwift garage 7.6 degrees centigrade, 44% humidity. Body feels alright, a little bit tired. I haven't looked at my body battery. I'm going to guess my body battery is probably around about 50%, I reckon. Been busy at work today, lifting and carrying things around for a few hours. So it's been like going to the gym and doing core strength exercising today, but at work. Vidar says he's also in the future. Cox says 6:18 in Norway. I like Norway. I've been to Norway. I used to be in the Royal Navy. Went to Norway twice. Harstad, Bergen, Bodo. Those are the ones I can remember off the top of my head. It was about 20 years ago. Even 20 years ago though, I remember a pint of beer being very expensive. I remember being at about £7 in English money for a pint of beer. At that time, it was about £1.80 in England. Now it's about £7 in England. So how much is a pint of lager now in Norway? It must be about, if it's doubled, it must be at £14. Or it's probably the same. The UK's probably gone up and caught up with it. Anthony Anderson, outside run this morning. Blue skies and sunshines, but cold wind. Temperature 4 degrees. Well done, Anthony, for getting out there. It's still nice though, isn't it, when the sun's shining, because when you're running, you warm up. Tina's body battery hasn't gone above 40% in days. And our HRV is low. I thought it said it is love then. I got my glasses on, but it does say it's low. Vidar says, Harstad, yes. Fairly close to my hometown. Tromsø. Oh, I've been to Tromsø. That rings a bell, that noise. That's that place. If it's near water, our ship probably went there. We went to quite a few places in Norway. Vidar saying, yes, it's expensive there. Cost of living. As long as your wages are higher to compensate. Currently in the UK, our wages are staying the same, but everything's going up. Paul Hayward had a restful message on his watch today. Anthony's been there. Anthony loves the place. Also got to, is that Alta? Once again, I haven't got my glasses on. Vidar says, nice Clive and Anthony. Loving it. No, we've been there. I did love it. I've been there both in the winter and in the summer. So when I went in the winter, it was again hours of sunlight, which was strange. Going out in the dark, going in the pub for an hour or two, coming back out and it was dark. It felt like 10 o'clock at night when really it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Anthony said, that's if your Garmin watch is working. Mine's alright. I actually saw a list of the affected watches the other day. When Tina mentioned that the watches were crashing in GPS mode, I saw a list and my Enduro 2 wasn't on the list. But I haven't been outdoors running and haven't needed to use a GPS, so I haven't tested it. Is it still around, that issue? Or is everyone's watches working now? Here we are, we're up in the snow now, Anthony. Climbing up to the top. There's Scotty the squirrel riding on his bike. Tina says they have resolved the bad file, Anthony. It was dreadful when it crashed. So it sounds like the Garmin issue is gone. Must have been an update then, Tina, recently. So if you've just joined us, today I am running Tour de Zwift Stage 4. It's around 10 kilometers long. I should unlock the green beanie because I didn't last time because I missed Stage 2. So fingers crossed we get that at the end. I'm running at 10 kilometers per hour, heart rate 132, keeping it nice and steady. Vidar says Tromsø has become a tourist place, so very expensive for the hotel rooms. It's not unusual to pay 4,000 Norwegian pounds, sorry, which is £376 per night. God almighty. What's that for? Like a Premier Inn style one? Sebastian's just telling Vidar he was recently in Norway with his EV car. Glasses. Hope I got that right. 65,000 kilometers from Berlin to Rhine and back. How many times do you have to charge up, Sebastian? Was it all right? What's your mileage on one charge? Usually about 400 miles, aren't they? 500 miles? Electric car? Vidar says, whoa, long trip, Sebastian. Anthony says he was lucky his Garmin watch didn't go down during the recent crashing incident we've had. Sebastian says, sleeping in the car was cheap. Kilowatt price is very low. New Year's Eve room in Norwegian, 5,000. £140 miles in a single charge. You must have been stopping all the time. I suppose you just make it into a road trip and you enjoy the stops, don't you? I was thinking about how far my car can get on a tank of diesel. It's between 400 and 500 miles. I think I would quite happily have an electric car, but the problem once again here in the United Kingdom, we don't have the charging points. What's it like where you are, Sebastian? We haven't got the infrastructure. It's not there. There's like one charging point in a town, and the next nearest one's like 50 miles away. And if you do find one, it's usually out of order. Tina says, oh no, I have a watch update. We were just talking about that, weren't we? Do I do it? Do it. Scary, innit? If it's working now, it's scary to do it. But then it should be the fix. Hello Neil, thank you for popping into the Run Channel, Zwift Run Channel. Neil says, Swift bike rider here from sunny California. Very nice. I'm down here in sunny Cornwall in England today. Very cold, but it has been sunny for once. How big is the running, is that say territory, on Zwift? We can run everywhere the cyclists go, as far as I know. Apart from the cyclists can't go on the running track. Unless, there used to be a trail, didn't there? I can't remember the name of the trail that we used to be able to run on, but I think someone said that you can't run on it anymore, you can only cycle on it. Correct me if I'm wrong, haven't been there for a long time. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. The main thing about running on Zwift is it's probably like the cycling. The community is fantastic. We all help each other out. Join one of the clubs, there's plenty of events. We all meet every day. Paul Haywood says, Tina, do the update and let him know if it works. And he'll wait to see what happens before he does it. Tromso has Northern Lights, says Vidar. And Chinese and Japanese people have taken over the city. They love to do some making behind in an open sky when it's green Northern Lights. Yes I did. I didn't see the Northern Lights from Norway, but when I was on the ship that I was posted to when I was in the Navy, I did see them when I was out at sea, because we just crossed the Arctic Circle at one point during that tour. However, there's been a lot of Northern Lights in the UK recently. I haven't actually seen them properly here, unless it's I was expecting more, because I have seen them properly, because I went to Lapland as well with a family a few years ago, and we saw them. Really, really good, fantastic display. But people said they were happening here in Cornwall, and I went outside and all I could see was a green tinge in the sky, but not the actual proper wave effect. Sebastian says he's checked the charging points from Berlin to Cornwall. Are you coming to see me, Sebastian? They are okay. I can charge at Tesla or Ironity or BP. Very good. As long as they work, that's the main thing. As long as they work. The charging point maintainer in Cornwall is not very good. There's only one of them and he has to look after them all. Titan Grove. Tina's done the update on the Garmin watch. She says it's all good. Tina, start it running, see if the GPS works. Paul Haywood says, yay! He's now happy to do the update. Anthony's also seen the Northern Lights. He said very impressive. What, in the UK? I don't think there's any chat in game. Let's have a look. This is from the beginning. Look at that, look. We've been running for half an hour and no one spoke. 1 minute. Hello from the Zwift Run Channel on YouTube. Mind you, looking at the runners I'm with tonight, there's no other, in what I can see, there's no other UK runners. So they might not know what I just said. Repack Ridge. That's it, Tina, isn't it? You can now run on it. Did they stop us for a while? Because I remember running on it when we used to do the MHG runs, but I thought someone said that you couldn't. They changed it, but hopefully they've changed it back. It was a bit like a roller coaster trip running down there. Vidar is badge hunting. Very good, very good. I must check that because I'm not sure, because there's some new ones, isn't there? Not sure if I've got them all at the moment. He has run 5 kilometers in the handful of gravel run course. Well done, Vidar. Get them badges. Gives you something to aim for. Keeps your mind off feeling knackered, doesn't it? Gives you an aim a reason to run. Paul Hayward says, hi Clive, in game. Hello Paul. There he is, look. Somebody spoke in game. You do find that these Tour de Zwifts are quite quiet, the in-game chat, doesn't it? It's because us lot, we're not all there. You see, if we were all there, we would take it over, wouldn't we? That's one of the reasons why we like doing the Zwift Run Channel live streams. Gives us another platform to chat on, especially for MyWush at the moment, because you can't chat in-game very well on MyWush. It's quite fiddly and hard to follow a conversation. So it's good to have the Zwift Run channel whilst we're running on MyWush, keep in contact. Vidar says he needs to do more running. Don't do too much too quick, Vidar. Stay away from those injuries. Slowly increase it. That is the key, isn't it? Consistency. Keep running, consistency. Each day or every other day, or once a week, whatever stage you're at. Slowly ease into it. I'm currently running between 50 and 60 kilometers a week. I will be slowly increasing that as the year goes on. Before September, before my big run. We'll then be, around that time, we'll be running about 100 kilometers a week, which is where I used to be. But at the moment, I can manage about 50 or 60 a week. Oh, Tina says, I can't remember what it was called now, Tina. Repack Ridge doesn't look like it used to. It's just a road. Oh, it used to be like a rickety old bridge, didn't it? And little tiny paths. And you'd end up the camera then going into the floor and stuff. That's a shame. Vidar's aiming for a triathlon this year. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. Keep the training up. I'm sure you'll be fine. Once again, that's another thing. Keep you focused. Book a run, and then you've got to train towards it. I've only got one run booked this year, and it's in September. But at least that's my focus. Like Tina, I don't like travelling much. Sebastian loves travelling. Don't you, Sebastian? Sebastian's amazing at travelling. For me, I find it a bit stressful. I like being at home too much, I think. So the only run I've got booked for this year is a 100 miler in September, which actually starts just down the road about 2 miles away. And it goes past my house near the end. So I don't mind doing that. Oh, Vidar's also doing 2 to 4 cycling events on Zwift. Nice one. Bit of crossover training there. My crossover training consists of going to work and moving wooden pellets around. That's my core strength training. So let's have a quick look at the live stream. Let's see if it's still running smooth. There you go. See, Sebastian, it's working fine tonight. I've done nothing different. Nothing different. And tonight, the QuickTime Player feed from the Apple TV is working smooth. I think sometimes if I try setting up all the equipment too quick, things conflict and it goes a bit wrong, but I had a bit of time tonight to get it ready, so it's all working fine. Vidar says, it might just be one triathlon or one attempt. I can't swim. Vidar! Gotta start doing some swimming each week as well then, ain't you? But I don't blame you. I haven't got no desire to do an Ironman or triathlon because I don't like being cold and wet, and I only do depths. I don't swim lengths, I do depths. I sink to the bottom. So even though I was in the Royal Navy and I passed the swimming test, it's not something I like doing. Sebastian says he'd like to visit Tina and Clive. We'd love to see you, Sebastian. We'll have to arrange it so we do a run somewhere, won't we, as well? Anthony Anderson, so that's more kilometres than me. I think I may have sold my time trial bike today. Bit of pocket money in it, Anthony. What are you using the spare money for? A nice shiny treadmill? New pair of shoes? A running pack? It's always something run related, in it. I love a good running delivery. Tina's just had one recently with her new Hoka Skyward shoes. I have had a look, they look very nice. I do like thick bouncy shoes. Yeah, Vidar says, yeah, he has had to try and swim a bit better. I bought a new wetsuit and can swim 20 to 25 metres. Got completely exhausted, then that's the thing, isn't it? I only have to swim 10 metres and I'm knackered. But I think the key is just to slow it down, isn't it? I think it's because it's using a lot of muscles in the body that you don't normally use. But yeah, very exhausting. But it's when you go to the swimming pool and you see some elderly gentleman or lady doing about 100 lengths of the swimming pool, and you basically swim to the other side and you're knackered, and they're going for hours. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Anthony Anderson's treadmill is only a year old, so he doesn't need a new treadmill, maybe a pair of shoes. Can never have too many running shoes. I mean, in the room here with me now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 pairs of running shoes in here. I can't wear them all at once, but they all, believe it or not, have a certain use. And then when they get worn down and the backs start breaking off from using them on the treadmill, they turn into gardening shoes or everyday shoes. Anthony Anderson, have you seen the Hoka loafers? What are they? Are they like... I've got a pair of Hoka like sliders, sandal-y type things, which I use after I've run an event. I'll wear them to let my feet breathe, and they're comfortable. Paul Hayward saying the water rates are going up. Not good, is it, Paul? I think it's going up £5 a week or something, isn't it? Which is an extra £100 or so a year. That's one of the things where I am very lucky where I live now, is we actually get our water from a borehole, so we haven't got to pay water rates, because our sewerage also goes to a septic tank, so we haven't got to pay water rates. However, maintaining all the other bits and pieces, having the water sampled, ensuring the UV lights changed every 12 months and the filters are replaced, it still adds up, but I think it's cheaper than water rates at the moment. Vidar's seen loafers, Hoka loafers. He doesn't think he's impressed. Tina says, yes, Paul, I've seen the water rates going up. She makes sure she gets her money's worth. Paul Hayward says, in the old days, they had a bath, in a tin bath, in front of the fire, and it did the whole family, including, and the youngest went last. I don't remember a tin bath in front of the fire, but I remember Sundays was bath day and you had to share it. Tina says, I wouldn't know that, Paul, you're much older than me. We are approaching 7 kilometres done here today, just over 3 to go. About 18 minutes left to run. Heart rate currently 131, cadence 170. Temperature in the Cornish Zwift garage slightly gone up to 8.9 degrees centigrade, 42% humidity. So it's creeping up with my computer heat and my body heat and treadmill heat. Anthony Anderson asking, same water for everyone. Paul Hayward says it was a story from his dad. He was the youngest of 12. Oh my god. I bet the bath water was like tea by the time he got in it. I do hope I get the beanie tonight. I'll be upset, Tina, if I don't get the beanie tonight. Maybe you only get it for doing stage 3. No, I did stage 3 though, didn't I? I did stage 3 the same time as you. You got the beanie, I didn't. But I missed stage 2. So maybe that's why I didn't get it. So I should get it tonight. Tina says, then he probably didn't get very clean then. No, says Paul. That's why in the old days in baths you got a scum mark, didn't you? When they let the water out. You don't see that very often. Mind you, saying that, I haven't had a bath for years. I can't even remember. I probably had a bath about 2 years ago after an arc run or something, because it is nice to get in a bath when your body is absolutely knackered from running a long distance. But I haven't had a bath for a couple of years. Paul Hayward says at stage 3 he got the beanie. So it'd be interesting to see what happens tonight for me then on stage 4. So has anyone here run stage 4 yet this weekend? And did they unlock anything? So when we finish this run at around 5 o'clock, I believe Stephen will be going live. Not at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock. Stephen will be going live on my whoosh, if you fancy joining him. I don't think he's running because he's currently injured, but I believe there is a live stream, so we can all pop on and have a chat, even if we're not running. See how he's recovering. Paul Hayward says he likes a bath on New Year's Eve to reflect on the year. Do you have the bath during, at like 10 to midnight so you can see the new year in the bath? Tina says, you do get a scum line if you use soap. I thought she was just going to say if you do a cross country. But not with gel. I'm a die-hard bath girl. So Tina loves the bath. I bet she's got some Radox there, kicking around with some bath salts. Anthony's just letting me know I'm going to have to wait for catch-up week to run stage 3 again to unlock the beanie. No, I'm secretly hoping it happens tonight. Well, I will have to try and remember that, Anthony. Catch-up week. Do the one that I've missed. The worst thing is, on the Zwift companion app, I registered to do Tour de Zwift, and it gives you a progress sort of table or information on how you're doing, and it actually hasn't crossed any off on my progress chart, even though I have unlocked. I've unlocked something, I can't remember what it was. Was it shoes or socks? Something. I have unlocked something, but it hasn't showed up in the progress form. Anthony Anderson's asking Paul if he has a drink while he's lying in the bath on New Year's Eve. Paul says he has a drink afterwards, and not the bath water. I hope so, Tina. Tina says, no, you'll get the beanie today. I just know it. We'll see. Not long to go. Just over 12 minutes and we'll find out. Moment of truth. if we get the beanie. Paul Hayward says, wave to me on the way down, Clive. So Paul's coming up the hill here somewhere. Am I going up or down? Oh, I'm still going up. But I'm about to go round the top, aren't I? And then we'll be heading back down the hill, or the mountain, and we should see Paul coming up. He'll be coming round the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming round the mountain when he comes. Anthony Anderson says, you get the socks. Have you updated? I don't know. Updated the Zwift Companion app? Just over 8 kilometers done. 51 minutes. 11 to go. Heart rate still sitting around 128. Anthony Anderson says they're not giving double XP either. Oh yes, I never noticed that. Is it this we usually get it with? Tour de Zwift, isn't it? Tour of Watopia, yes. Usually get double XP, don't you? Oh look, Kevin DeLuca's in the run. Hello Kevin. I didn't notice him there. There's Kevin down there, look. Kevin's a big member of the ZLDR. Zwift legend. I've met him in real life in Paris when we all went to Paris to the Paris Marathon. Well done Kevin. Good to see you on here. I think he's on about 15,000 miles in game as well. 16,000, something like that. So if you just joined us, thank you for joining us here on the Zwift Run channel. We are running Tour de Zwift stage 4 tonight. Fingers crossed I get me green beanie. We're here most evenings and weekdays. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when we're going live or what's coming up. You can join the FMR Running Club on the companion app. Watch out for our events. We'll be back here again. When we're back here again, we'll be back here again in 8 minutes on MyWush, not Zwift. Something different. Take a look if you haven't seen MyWush before. It's very limited. It's a lot of the features haven't not been unlocked yet because it's still in like development. You can't even customize your avatar. It's full of clones and twins. You can't join late, so don't try and join an event late because that option's not available yet. And unfortunately, some people can and some people can't. But I can't even use heart rate in MyWush because it starts using it as my speed and then it crashes. I run on MyWush on Sundays at 12 PM UK time if you fancy trying it out on a Sunday for a nice steady 5k. Anyway, check that out in about 7 minutes right here on the Zwift Run channel. I've got a bit of a dry throat. Maybe it's those floor tile dust particles coming up from the treadmill. Tina says, what do you want, Clive? We don't have a progress thingy on the Zwift Companion app this year. I've got one. Oh, I can't look now, can I? At the home screen. We'll have a look at the end. I'm sure I've got one there. We'll close Zwift down at the end, so my companion app comes up on the screen, and we'll see if it's there. I'm sure I saw something. I don't think I can look, can I, when you're running? It's for riders, Tina. No wonder I ain't progressing through it then. I don't ride. Oh dear. Shows I don't really look at what I'm looking at, doesn't it? I registered and it's for riders, not runners. That explains a lot. Hello, Paul. There's Paul Hayward running up the hill, look. I see him running up the hill there on my screen. He's just about up to the television aerial now at the top there. And I'm coming down the other side. He's 3 minutes behind me. It doesn't look that far when you actually pass each other on the hill, does it? We have just clocked over 9 kilometers done. Less than 6 minutes to go now. 1.2 kilometers to the finish line. And we've done our daily 10 before 6 o'clock. Lots of time now to go and have a shower, have some dinner and chill out in front of the log burner, watching the telly. I'll jump over at 6 with you guys to see Sebastian running on my whoosh and Stephen having a chat, telling us how his injury's going. Tina Beer's dinner is ready. Well done everyone, she says. See you all tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Tina. Thank you for dropping in on the Zwift Run channel. I bet Tina's got something really nice to eat. The problem with my new place of work is every day at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, they give me a full cooked dinner and a pudding. So today I had chicken and mushroom pie, mashed potatoes and vegetables, followed by treacle sponge and custard. And now I'm going to finish this run, have a shower, and I'll go in and I'll probably have something like chili and rice and chocolate sponge and custard. I think I'm eating too much. I started my new job in October last year. I put on 6 kilos of weight and I'm still running the same. I'm usually about 68, 69 kilos running weight, and now I'm about 74, 75. I keep telling myself either don't eat so much at work or have a sandwich in the evening, but it never happens. It's like that episode, only people that know what Vicar of Dibley is would know what I'm on about, where the vicar promises to go to about 6 different houses for Christmas dinner, and by the time she gets to the last one, she's absolutely stuffed. Thank you, Vidar. Vidar says 6 kilograms of muscle. I hope so, buddy. That's one way of looking at it, innit? 9.5 kilometers done. 0.7 to go. So this is obviously a 10.2 route that we're running today here. Stage 4. Paul Haywood had a soup for lunch, so plenty of capacity left. You see, if I have soup, I have to have about 6 slices of toast and butter. I love toasted, buttered. Why am I saying that twice? Fingers and dip them in the soup. Just like a dippy egg. 8 minutes, 140 in the air fryer. Dippy eggs. Very nice indeed. Anthony Anderson says the extra weight's not slowing you down. It's what it does to the joints though, isn't it? More weight on the knees and the ankles. Just checking what that message was in game. It was Paul saying, Clive! As he ran past me coming up the hill. So that wasn't bad, feeling alright, still got plenty of energy. Ready for tomorrow's spring marathon training. 90 minutes, 9 kilometers per hour, tomorrow evening, 6:30 PM UK time. It's a nice steady long run of the week. Hopefully you're all still there. For some reason my live stream coming through my phone stopped. Briefly, you're back again, that's good. Don't know what that was. One lap round the running track to go, 400 metres. Less than that actually now, 300 metres. So 3/4 of the track left. 35 seconds. Anyway, everyone, we're going to jump over and see what Stephen's up to now on MyWhoosh, if he is live. Thank you for dropping into the Zwift Run channel today. Really appreciate your support. I should be back again tomorrow evening. If not, have a good weekend, everyone, and I'll see you again on Monday. No, Sunday for MyWhoosh at 12 PM, and then Monday on Zwift for either Stage 5 or Monday Run Club, depending on how I feel. Thank you, Paul. Well done, Paul. Paul's just behind me. He'll be carrying on for a bit longer than me. I think he joined late, so he might have 10 minutes or so left to run. Vidar says, well done. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for dropping in, Paul, Vidar, Anthony Anderson, Tina, Sebastian, and the fella who's a cyclist, who I can't remember his name. And I can't see him in here, but anyway, thank you for dropping in today. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go and have a shower now and have my dinner. Have a good evening, everyone. Might see you over on Stephen's MyWhoosh stream, so see you all. Oh, no, I don't need to check, do I? Because Tina told me it was a bike one and not a running, so silly me. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. Cheers, bye-bye. Bye-bye.